Okay, so today the 26th. Started out good. Started out very good. What did I have? I had orange and watermelon. And then I had carrot. I made up some carrot. And then I made up tomato. Did I have to go to the store? Yeah, I did. I had to bike to the store. Oh, that's right. Today was Aikido. It's Saturday. I did Aikido. That's right. Aikido. I took with me carrot juice, bike to the store, got some tomatoes, rode home, and made tomato juice. And I sipped on tomato juice for most of the afternoon. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I mowed the yard at one point. But I have to be truthful and honest. I have gotten into watching this guy Paul Hollywood, and I really hesitate to even mention it for anybody who's on a juice fast. But he goes to all these bakeries around the world and eats donuts and high-end desserts, pastries. But I just love the guy's personality. He's just really, I just love him. He's a baker. He's the real thing. He grew up working in a bakery. His father was a baker, and he just has a wonderful, charming personality. I love the glitz of the city streets, the cityscapes, and going into the restaurants and meeting the chefs. I mean, it's just entertainment. But it's sort of playing on the train tracks. And then I was listening to this book. I'd gotten the Alice Waters book or Fanny Singer, and then I had gotten another book at the same time called Sourdough, which was very entertaining. The beginning, it's getting less entertaining, but it's well written. And then I started watching on YouTube this fellow, his name is Tim Stutler, and he is an ex-judge, and he's retired, I suppose. But he was also a cook, a high-end cook at one point, one of his many manifestations of careers. And he cooks very, extensive, delicious dinner parties for his friends, and they bring him a bottle of bourbon. They're called bourbon dinners. And the reason I found him was because he did a Chez Panisse dinner. And, I was interested in finding out about Alice Waters' cooking. Well, once I watched that dinner being prepared, I kind of gave up on anything but one vegetable dish per couple days. It's very complicated. A lot of different ingredients. It's very exotic. But anyway, so that's how I ended up that. But anyway, I was really playing on the train tracks, and I had a lot of this tomato juice, and then what did I had? I went out into the garden when I was mowing the yard, and I was picking some peas because, they said you shouldn't let the peas be on the vine too long, and it promotes growth if you pick them as they grow. So I was checking the peas, and then I opened a pea pod, and I was like tasting the peas, and they were so ripe and tasty and sweet. And I had that, and then what else did I had? I had something else, maybe a little of my mulberry jam, just a taste. Like I was just tasting stuff because I was feeling really like bereft of flavor because I was listening to all these shows, which is my own fault, but it was a compulsion. I couldn't stop. I just wanted like some different flavor other than watermelon juice or tomato juice or even carrot juice, So carrot juice I made was good today. It was ginger and lemon. It was really snappy. But it just wasn't floating my boat. So anyway, I meditated, and the long story short, I was so hungry when I was meditating. I was so bereft of flavor. And I was having this debate in my head about forestalling eating and what the purposes of it is and what the benefit of it is, and how as soon as you have your first meal, that craving is over, and then it's all just another meal. It's not especially special. And that what I've been doing really is reorienting myself to food as a subject, as an endeavor, as a thing, and pondering food, thinking about food, its place in my life, as opposed to just eat, 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 and then becomes meaningless. And eventually it's so meaningless that, you're not really enjoying it anymore, but you can't stop. That's for me. So I was so hungry. I was sitting there meditating. I thought, you know what you need to do? You need to get like just one salty cracker. And I was thinking, well, where do you get one salty cracker? And I'm like ping-ponging my head while I'm meditating about what I could get that would just be a little something. And I settled on a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese because I had Parmesan cheese in the house. Didn't have much else that sounded it could hit the spot. So I got up after meditation. I went into the refrigerator, got the Parmesan cheese, and I had about 4 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese, and it was very good. And it hit the spot, and it's like stopped that this is impossible feeling. This is absolutely impossible. This is ridiculous. And that ridiculous craving. So it stopped. And then I had to go out tonight, and I didn't even take any juice with me because that Parmesan just kind of stopped it. And then I rode my bike over, had a lovely time, deep meditation, and I could feel my body from the past 30, almost 30 days, 26 days, how it's gotten cleaned out. And, riding my bike, doing Aikido, staying physically active, I feel embodied, like they had hula hoops there. I was doing the hula hoop for a while. I was dancing. It was like, I felt good. And that's a good place to be. And this time that I've been away from food, it's refined my perception, and it's lightened my body. That's the purpose of fasting. It's like prayer and fasting. It's like, it works because it kind of unplugs you from the dense, heavy, that it can be. Food can be. It tends to be. So that was it. I don't feel badly. I did what I did. Oh, I also picked some lettuce leaves before I had the Parmesan. Before I sat to meditate, I have the most green, beautiful lettuce, and I've been like listening to people talk about lettuce and salads, like the crispest, freshest. So what I did was I picked about 5 lettuce leaves, baby lettuce leaves, and I poured a little Skinny Girl vinaigrette dressing. I think that's what it is. And I just dipped the leaves in the dressing and ate them. And it was like it was sort of a full appreciation of these tender, fresh, just energetic green lettuce leaves. And it's probably the most appreciation I've ever given to peas, single peas, fresh, uncooked, or raw, fresh lettuce leaves. So I don't feel badly about it. It was a product of getting away from, complicated relationship to food to more simple appreciation, a real appreciation. And I think that's what this is doing for me. I'm reappreciating the act of eating. And I think that's why I'm watching all these food shows, because it's like being with food but not of it. So that's where I'm at. This is day 26. Tomorrow I'll get up. Sunday be day 27.